It's been a while since I've done one of these, but here we go. The tournament results over the past few weekends. Sorry, I've been away. I've been on a family trip and then got sick when I got back. But you know, here we are, covering all the results that I completely missed. So starting with Spain and then going all the way to Cologne, and then obviously new results coming out this weekend, because we also have the Vanguard Deluxe finals commentated by Different Fight, as well as multiple other BCSs around the world. So lots going on this week, but let's talk about the past few weeks on what I missed. So starting off with Spain, a lot of people brought Lever Dress, best deck in the format at the moment. Next in line is Raziel, and then there's like a few Shoryu Dojis, and then you know some other light things here and there. And then the top 8, predominantly Lever Dress and Raziel. Then the top 4, first place taken by Raziel, second by Luard, third and fourth, both by Lever Dress. So, you know, Luard's still doing good in the format. I think the deck is, you know, still stable as it is. And then I think it's just a really solid, like, brick wall deck, right? Luard just farms up. If the Luard player is really good, just knows what to do and, you know, gets results, right? Then jumping to Spain Premium. So Nobutama, this is obviously before the ban list. So 3 Nobutama, 3 Ghidorah, 1 Katrina, and 1 Fenrir. Then the top 4, first place was taken by Shirunui, second was Dave Vec with Katrina, third was Nick with Ghidorah, and then fourth, another Nick with Shirunui, just missing out on the World's Invite. So a lot of this is still valid, obviously other than the Ghidorah, but you know, the other 3 decks are still really good in the format at the moment. But yeah, we've seen that, you know, a lot. I think Dave's list is pretty cookie cutter, very similar to the French Katrina build. Nothing too crazy to see here, right? Then we have BCS in Vancouver. So they had a top 16 cut, 4 Odium, which is pretty crazy because that's like the highest of the proportions, right? 3 Bat decks, so Eled Glima, 3 Lever Dress, 3 Raziel, 2 Shunui, and 1 Doji. Then the top 8 breaking down is 3 Raziel, 2 Lever Dress, 1 Odium, sadly, 1 Bat, so Eled Glima, and 1 Doji. Then taking it all, first place was Raziel, second was Tyler, my boy, coming second place with Lever Dress, third was another Lever Dress, and fourth place, just missing out, was the Odium. But really good to see Odium up there. So yeah, you know, amazing stuff. Then we have Premium, majority Shunui, and it will probably stay this way for a very, very long time. Shunui is still a really good deck. Crest decks are just really good at the moment. And then there's like a few other splits like Link Joker, Deleter, and then Deleter Messiah, Angel Gize, Ghidorah, Victor here and there, which is pretty cool, right? Don't see Katrina's here. Yeah, very little Grand Blue as well, but you know, that's because Ghidorah is roaming around. Then the top 8, half of it was Shunui, then 1 Angel Gize, 1 Victor, 1 Messiah Deleter, and 1 Night Rose. And then first place taken by Angel Gize. The deck is pretty cool, I'll show you in a sec. Second was Blue with Shunui, third Isaac with Victor, and then just missing out, fourth place Daniel with Shunui. So all the lists are on the official page, by the way. We might as well just skim through, I guess, the top decks for Canada. So Raziel, pretty straightforward, with Valtrosa, no Wisdom build. Lever Dress is Lever Dress with double Gabreg. Guard Restrict with a Squirrel at the back is pretty nasty. And then, yeah, this is a stock standard list. Playing 1 Habitat, no Gabreg. And an Odium is 6 Cyclers, 2 Vasago. Yeah, very straightforward, right? But this list is pretty cool. So, very similar to my Angel Gize list, except don't run the extra starter. Playing the 1 Rescue G grade 2 and then 2 of this grade 3, which essentially becomes 20k shield if your Vanguard is grade 4. So I think it's like Bastion support. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool way to, I guess, utilize that. 2-2 split on Gavriel, and then everything else is kind of the same. Playing the Twin Cast as well. Then Shunui list, pretty straightforward. Doji, find your crest, win the game. Third was Victor. This is very similar to Ben's list, playing the 1 G Guardian grade 1 there as well, and ladder. And then another Shunui deck. This one opting to run Magatsu Gale, no Esperadia, and yeah, pretty stock standard deck, right? Then we have BCS Chile. So 3 Odium, nice to see again. 2 Leverdress, 1 Rezel, 1 Varga, 1 Alden. And then, wow, this is crazy. So first and second place, both taken by Liel. Third was Miguel with Leverdress, and Maddie coming forth with Liel. So this list is very similar to mine, playing the Datana, 6 Cyclers, 2 Orions, 1 Vasago. The second one was this is 8 Cyclers, 2 Orions. That's pretty crazy. No Datana. And then this is stock standard Leverdress. And then this one, this one's playing a few weird stuff like the Carbuncle, the Clockwise, and then 1, 2, 3 Cyclers, 4 Datanas. So 4 Datanas, very aggressive. So you know, you have a really strong early game. But like as you ride up, your hand isn't as big as some of the other decks, right? Then we have Deluxe Korea National Finals. Majority of Rezel, 2 Leverdress, 1 Messiah, Rora, and Jet. This is set 6 meta, if I'm not mistaken. And then first was taken by Rezel, second Leverdress, third Rezel, and 4th Messiah. So all the deck codes are there. If not, jump on Fuzzy's website, they're there as well. Then Rosemont. So this is like the beginning of a new format for Premium, but standard's still the same. A lot of Leverdress, a lot of Rezel, a lot of Odium. Then going again, even more Leverdress, more Rezel, a bit less Odium, less bats. And then top 8, lots of Leverdress, 1 of everything else. And then the top 4, first was taken by Leverdress, second was Liel, third was a bat deck, and then 4th Leverdress. Now, we'll look at these lists a little bit later, but this is where it gets crazy. So, Premium, this is where Night Rose Strat deck set is available, Harry deck set's available, and as you can see, pretty much over half the pie chart is Crest decks, right? And Ghidorah is still unbanned at this point. So, lots of Shunui, lots of Harry, lots of Night Rose, right? Which is what we expect. But then if you look at the breakdown of the top 16, a lot of Pale Moon, Grand Blue, and Shunui. So that's pretty much like nearly 50% of the pie chart. I'm guessing there's a Crest Jet there, Crest Messiah maybe. So pretty much half the pie chart are Crest decks, right? And then we still have Ghidorah, some Eradicators, and some Near Nectars there. Then the top 8, 3 Pale Moon, 3 Harry, that's wild. 1 Shiranui, 1 Night Rose Crest, 1 Dialiner, 1 Ghidorah, and 1 Jet. And like if Ghidorah meets DP, it's like over, right? But then the top 4, 1 by my boy Kevin Cho. He's been talking to me for like the last couple months about this deck. Like, I want to beat Ghidorah, how do I beat it? And you know, this is how you beat it. Build your deck like this, Omega consistency, cut out all the crap. Like just play stock standard, you know, Crest Harry, just get to where you want to be, right? And you know, he came first, so congrats to you. Second was Crest Nui, third was Crest Rose, and 4th was Crest Harry as well. So I guess we'll just look at the lists. So this is Kevin's list, very cookie cutter, right? 4 Jacqueline, 4 of everything, like 4 Alice, 4 Leslie. Don't need Ginny anymore because you run Trapezis. Trapezis puts in another card which calls it Alice, which is the same application as Ginny, except you get 1 extra attack, right? Crest Scaling makes the Trapezis Alice cycle much better than solely with Ginny, right? So you don't need Ginny anymore. Playing the Radiance, Caliburn, extra CC, draw 2 into all your heals, all your G guards, and then you just win the game, right? Very straightforward deck. Shunui, again, Esperadia, Shoujudoji as your main grade 2 ride. Everything else is, you know, restandards, early discards, Onan to bounce stuff. Really good deck, right? Crest Rose. So Rose doesn't really change too much. Now that you're running Crest, you get punished less for unoptimal plays, and that's pretty much what like Grand Blue needed, right? Because it now runs Crest means that all of your front row, your attackers are like super big, and pretty much all your pieces are accessible, right? Really strong deck. You play King Serpent, get your counter charge, Jesse counter charges, Grenache counter charges. You pretty much have access to everything in your bin, right? Like 7, 8, 10 attacks with Crest Power is pretty insane, right? Then the fourth list, this one's a little bit different. So more toolboxy, one of a bunch of things. You play one of the stand, two of the stand to get your stuff, Toes to find all your grade 3s, and then all your Masquerade Bunnies to fish out your Harrys, right? They're also playing this grade 2 that essentially rides CB1, Soul Charge 2 or Soul Charge 3. If you Soul Charge trigger, draw 1. So it's like a better, well, it's a different on-ride target than Jacqueline, but I think Jacqueline just overall is better, right? Top 7 check for add 1 to hand and 1 to soul is just insanely good. So yeah, another really cool take on Harry. But yeah, I guess we'll look at the standard list as well. So standard, first place, pretty straightforward. Leverage dress deck, nothing else to say. Liel, this one runs 6 Cyclers, 2 Orions, and 1 of the Cat. Then the Bat deck, this deck is insane if it pops off. If you get your grade 1, you just pretty much win the game. You just set like a bunch of orders, and then you like restand 5 times if you're going first while your opponents are going on grade 2. Pretty disgusting. And then Leverage dress, this one plays the 1 good break for the guard restrict, and then the Nectar as well. So yeah, that's the list from Rosemont. And then lastly, we have a BCS Cologne standard, full Leverage dress, a bunch of everything else. Then, wow, okay, equal divisions for Bat, Rezel, Leverage dress, and Shunui. Then first place was taken by Bat. That's crazy. So this Bat player was like rolling all day, going first all day, 100%. Like this Bat player was insane, right? Second was Rezel, third Shunui, fourth Bat. We don't have the pie charts for premium, but we do have the winning lists. So this is for standard. So Bat, like as optimal as it gets, I guess. Just really specific on the orders that you play. Rezel, this one plays the Tefot Wisdom engine. Shunui is Shunui. You play 4 restanders, 1 full ride because it's restricted. Then other Bat, you know, more or less the same set orders. Then Maxime Solom, my boy, coming first place with MYTHIARQ Gridora, right? That's wild. And 3 manga rares. That's crazy. So I was looking at this deck and I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? He actually played it at a previous regional but didn't top. Well, he topped, but he didn't make it into the top 4, so it didn't get shown. But this deck has a lot of early game with the MYTHIARQ engine. Riding up doesn't feel too bad. You don't run the Dark Face anymore. It gets pluses much better than a normal Gridora deck. And I think that's something that, you know, Gridora is missing. Also, double Antlion, really strong if your opponent's out of Sentinels, and if you hit your OT, you just win, right? This is Flagberg Colony, much weaker variant, I think, because Flagberg doesn't really do anything when it rides up. And as the game progresses, like the pieces aren't as good. Unless you use, you know, Malak Mantis to like neg power, then your restanders are pretty good, right? Third was Alex Kwon, standard champion 2 years ago. So yeah, DP, Valtrosa to return stuff, return stands. Yeah, all the good stuff, right? Playing the 1 Archite grade 3 as well. And 3 Glory Makers. Yeah, so like Guard Restrict is pretty good. Laurel for double power. You know, pretty solid list. I think this is, he also said this is like his favorite deck as well. So congrats, buddy, for getting to Worlds with your favorite deck. You know, that's what it's all about. And then Kalen was talking to me the whole tournament on like, how do I beat this? How do I beat that? And you know, he got here and he got his Worlds invite because Nick, who came second, also got his invite previously. So congrats, Kalen, for making it to Worlds. Glad that, you know, I helped you out by texting you a billion times, getting you through the day. So, you know, credits to you, man. Congrats. So yeah, that's pretty much all the results. We have more results coming next week. If you guys haven't already, click that subscribe button on this channel for all notifications of new videos that come out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.